The entire key of it for me comes from the fear of not being good enough to do what you want to do. I was extremely bad at math. So I am from a philosophy background. So I have a typically bad profile, I would say. हाँ मतलब ups and downs तो मतलब होंगे ही, but you have to constantly get back to. Mocks, I would score around 60th, 70th percentile. And in fact, my attempt on test day was bad by my standards. Elitesgrid is an extremely useful tool for working people like myself as well. I feel like Elitesgrid VARC is very, very good.
First of all, a huge congratulations on securing your MDI Gurgaon convert.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Neha.
Share a little bit about your journey so far, your background, school, college, and what were you doing before CAT?
So I did my schooling from Sanskriti School in Commerce. My best of 4 is 87, but my best of 5 was 80. I did PPE at Ashoka, so that's Pol Science, Philosophy, and Economics. Since then, I've been working with Deloitte India as an analyst in the mining and metals team.
Were you working while preparing for CAT, or you took a break and solely focused on the preparation?
Yeah, no, I've been employed. I'm still employed. I was working throughout.
Okay, so I would love to know how you balance and stay consistent with your CAT preparation because, especially since you were working while preparing for CAT, so it's a little bit hectic to manage both. So how did you manage?
So honestly, it was a struggle because, of course, our work hours are quite demanding. To be completely honest with you, I could only give about 3 to 4 months into CAT. I was able to study about 8 to 12 hours a day, November में. But उससे पहले it was roughly 3 to 4 hours a day in the months. The entire key of it for me comes from the fear of not being good enough to do what you want to do. So like I have massive ambitions, right? I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to change the world, stuff like that, right? But I mean, in order to do that, I have to, put in a lot of effort. So yeah, in short, the key is to just, stay motivated completely.
Okay, from which colleges did you receive calls and which are the ones that you have successfully converted so far?
I got a call from ISB's PGPYL. I got a call from Shillong, but I didn't give the interview. In fact, I got calls from all of the IMs other than the top six, but I did not give any of the interviews. I also had calls from IIFT and MDI.
So was this your first attempt or you appeared previous year as well?
This was my first attempt. Yeah, this was my first shot at it.
कितना परसेंटाइल आया है आपका?
I got 98.4 percentile. I got 99.4 in VARC and 92 each in LRDI and in quants.
How did you come to know about Elitesgrid? Did someone recommend you or you did your own kind of research to found out about Elitesgrid?
I'll be completely honest. I was extremely bad at math. So I am from a philosophy background. तो math से कुछ ज़्यादा exposure था नहीं मुझे. So I was searching on Reddit, in fact, as to what would be the best tuition for somebody who's bad at quants. I took 2 mocks. I scored 0 in math in both of them. तो आई हर्ड अ लॉट अबाउट हनी सर कि हाँ मतलब अगर आप मैथ्स में अच्छे नहीं हो तो आप अगर एलीट ग्रेड में आ जाओगे तो आपका कुछ मतलब हो सकता है. So yeah, I primarily heard about it on Reddit.
Which batch did you enroll in and when did your classes begin in Elitesgrid?
I enrolled in the alpha batch last year. When the classes began, I don't know because I think I joined the batch 1 month after it had begun. And to be completely honest with you, I feel like my experience was quite different to a typical EGN in the sense that इतना मेरा packed schedule रहता था कि मतलब रात को 2 बजे मीटिंग है, 3 बजे मीटिंग है. तो I did not get too many opportunities to attend the live classes. So I would watch the recordings multiple times, but I think the batch began in July, if I remember correctly.
So, every student faces their share of ups and downs throughout the CAT preparation journey, especially when things aren't progressing as expected. So, what helped you to stay motivated during those challenging days?
That's a very good question. So I have a typically bad profile, I would say. I'm an 887. I'm a non-engineer, and at the time of my attempt, I had 1 year of work ex. So again, institutes like A, B, and Indore were completely out for me. So I knew that because of my past experiences, I am already, at a challenge as compared to, other aspirants who would also like to go to the same schools as me. So the entire idea was that I have to, constantly just put my 200% if I, want to compete with them. Of course, sometimes you do have low days. I did have, probably a week बीच में जिसमें मैं मतलब बिल्कुल भी पढ़ा नहीं. But again, breaks and consistency is extremely important, right? That ठीक है, even if you did not study for 2 weeks, you have to come back to it then. I i feel like that's the, complete emphasis of this entire prep. That हाँ मतलब ups and downs तो मतलब होंगे ही, but you have to constantly get back to it.
There are three sections in CAT, right? Quant, VRC, and DILR. So, was there any section in particular that you found challenging initially?
As I mentioned, I had zero in quants, like, many other students who have come to matlab EG, and the way that Honey sir teaches you, matlab quant sort ho jata hai fir. So I mean, quants was extremely tough for me, and in fact, I will be repeating CAT. I did not take MDI and IIFT after final converts because I would like to attempt it again. And again, I have taken EG only because I feel like the entire faculty and the entire way that sir teaches quants is just, it's extremely useful for people who don't have a background in it.
Okay, so initially your quant was very weak, but gradually you improved when you joined Elitesgrid, right? So,
Right.
how did you practice the quant section to improve your performance?
I did not do anything outside of that EG app. वो एक app था, and I would just be on the app the entire day. I did take a lot of different mock series, but in terms of specific practice, I would only do the tests from EG. And yeah, I mean, I also bought EG because again, I did not have enough time to, search for free resources or like, tests online, right? I just wanted a comprehensive, one place where I could do everything. So like not only quants, but even like VRC and I only stuck to the EG app.
So, when you started giving full length mocks, was your score high or low initially?
So again, I think I had an unconventional path. I started giving mocks from the first day only. So like I started my prep in I think August or September, and I would give at least 2 to 3 mocks a week. So of course, I mean I would say first 20 mocks I would score around 60th 70th percentile. बट हाँ वो मतलब अपने आप स्लोली स्लोली मतलब इम्प्रूव होता है राइट बिकॉज स्टार्टिंग में आपसे एल आर का मतलब एक भी सेट नहीं हो पाता फिर इट्स स्लोली यू मेक वन सेट देन टू सेट्स फिर मतलब क्वांट्स में टू फिर फोर इट्स एन एक्सट्रीमली स्लो प्रोसेस बट हाँ स्टार्टिंग में इट वाज लाइक extremely bad for me.
Can you walk us through your mock test analysis strategy?
This is something which is very important. So VRC में I would score around 97 to 8th percentile when I joined EG, and after EG I was able to score 99.4 on test day. And in fact, my attempt on test day was bad by my standards. मतलब mocks में I was scoring close to 47 48 marks in VARC. But yeah, so the analysis for me would begin with VARC. I would understand all the options of the RCs that I got wrong. So I particularly found that the VA section is quite unpredictable. I mean, the options can be subjective, the parajumbles are, tough to do, but RCs may one can consistently score full, I feel. तो आई वुड जस्ट डबल डाउन एंड फोकस ऑन दी आरसीज की मतलब आरसी में मुझसे एक भी रॉन्ग नहीं हो सकता है इन द एक्चुअल डे आई थिंक आई गॉट टू और थ्री रॉन्ग but so like I would reread all of the RCs. I would understand why my options are wrong. So I would spend about an hour on VARC. LR DI was the simplest for analysis. Sir has taught us, Gaurav sir, again, amazing faculty. He has taught us कि आप बैठ के unlimited time में sets को solve करिए. So I would spend 2 hours, 4 hours, and I would just simply solve set after set without seeing the analysis. उसके बाद, of course, I would see sir's explanation, and I would understand the better way of doing it. Math also, again, I had the same strategy. Unlimited time, solve all of the answers by yourself. Uh, Again, I'll be completely honest, out of 22 in math, I would be able to solve about 14 to 15 on my own. And even on test day, matlab ऐसे 5-6 थे that I couldn't have done even with unlimited time. But again, I only had like 3 months to prep. So yeah.
How did you approach your revision in the last 30 to 45 days before CAT?
So 30 to 45 days was not revision for me because of the amount of hours I could put in and the amount of pace that I had still to do a lot of the syllabus. So I would focus about 6 hours. I would watch Honey Sir's recorded lessons and I would understand the topics that I don't know how to do. And then I would just practice the tests. That's all I would do. I mean, I feel like my prep was structured well, but I had very little time. So, for example, even on test day, I hadn't studied probability and PNC and trigonometry and numbers, right? I had only studied algebra and arithmetic properly. So I was studying until, a week before the exam. So I did not get too much time for revision, honestly. But YouTube पे एक 4 hours का गौरव sir का video है on sets that I did completely. It took me about, I think, 13 or 14 hours. फिर कुछ, I think, 36 actual cat puzzles हैं in LRDI. Again, I did all of them again. And in terms of VRC, I just attempted a bunch of RCs. हाँ, इतना ही रहा होगा मेरा.
Did you appear for any other exam apart from CAT?
I did not. I did not. I was very hopeful that I would make it to ISP. So in that overconfidence, I did not give anything else. But yeah, I mean, I converted MDI, so arguably only that would have been better for me. And I will attempt it again this year. Definitely, I'll give this art as well this time.
Coming back to the interview stage directly, then, share how you prepared for your personal interview.
So honestly, I have given a lot of interviews before for my job for Ashoka. So I was fairly confident with the interviews. However, for specific prep of ISP, I spoke to some alumnus. I spoke to my cousins. They are also from ISP. Baki, I just understood my profile properly. I would reread my CV and like understand it perfectly. And yeah, that was it for my interview prep at least.
Keeping up with current affairs is also very important for B school interviews. So, what are the topics that you focused on related to current affairs?
So I downloaded Indian Express on my phone in January last year, and I just read that every single day. And honestly, if you consistently read the paper, not only does it help your VARC and your comprehension ability, it also, keeps you up to date. तो because मैं पहले से ही ये सब कर रहा था interview के time I did not have to do anything additional. My prep was good enough for current affairs, and of course that has a GK section. If I
Hmm.
had to prepare for that, of course I would have to put in extra efforts, but because of my consistent habit of reading the paper, I did not have to do anything additional for that.
So how did it feel when you finally received the convert?
It was bittersweet, honestly, because given my score and profile and the way my interview went, I was fairly confident I would get the convert. But interview, maybe the panel explicitly told me that, oh, you already have this job, how will MDI's ROI and placement help you, right? So, of course, that was slightly demotivating because given the job I have right now, I want to aim for higher tier institutions. So, yeah, from my first day of getting my score, I was confident that I would want to reappear for the exam. So, of course, I was happy and extremely grateful, but I was also sure that I would not be taking it.
Okay, what was your overall experience with Elitesgrid?
I mean, I feel like my experience speaks for that, right? I have taken it again out of everything which is available. Elite's Grid is an extremely useful tool for working people like myself because आपके सारे tests, सारे आपके recorded lectures, सारे आपके resources are in one exact place. I don't have to bother कि मैं अच्छा वहां से कुछ sum solve करता हूँ या मैं YouTube पे ये देख लेता हूँ. इट इज जस्ट सब कुछ है आपके पास, अब आपके टाइम पे है. अगर आप उसको टाइम दो, अगर आप उस ऐप पे 6 आवर्स मतलब लगाओ, तो आपका स्कोर आ जाएगा. ऐसा है. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई एब्सोल्युटली इज वेल. आई फील लाइक Elite's grade VARC is very, very good, similar to its quants and LRDI. So that is also something which I, appreciated quite a lot. And yeah, I mean, in terms of personal attention भी काफी है. In the sense कि एक time था, I gave EG mock 1. I think I scored 0 in quants again. I texted Sir Gaurav sir, and he spent some time in consoling me, understanding that okay, what went wrong, what to do now. So, I mean, I have had an excellent experience, and I have taken them again, which is which speaks for itself.
If you could give one important piece of advice to the CAT aspirants to help them improve their score, then what would it be?
Advice. I would not say that I'm any sort of expert or anything. Even I have to give it again. But I would say that do something which almost nobody does, which is constantly take mocks. I
Hmm.
do understand that most tuition centers and even sir advises against this because I feel like students become quite demotivated अगर mocks में marks नहीं आते हैं. But just keep taking mock after mock after mock. The only way to be confident on test day and to improve your score is analysis and mock, 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 mock. So if I had to give only one advice, it would be start with mocks on the first day itself.
That's such a valuable advice. The challenges you faced and the way you overcame them will undoubtedly resonate with many CAT aspirants who may be struggling at any point in their preparation journey. So, your story is going to inspire a lot of CAT aspirants to prepare in a more focused way. Your journey is a proof that with the right mindset, planning, and consistency, even the toughest goal can be achieved. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing journey with us. Once again, a huge congratulations on securing your MDI Gurgaon convert. Wishing you all the very best as you start this exciting new chapter. Also, all the very best as you said that you are going to appear CAT this year as well. So, all the very best to you. Give you 100%, and obviously, it will show up on the exam day. Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much
much.
for joining and sharing everything so honestly.